What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back at it again with another episode of Under You. I forgot what we I forgot what we were reading. We're back with another episode of Under You. Guys, if you don't remember what happened in the last episode, um basically the big gist of it all is that Gigi kind of figured out that she was pushing Bo away because of everything that her dad said and everything that was going on, and she was afraid with Whitney. So basically, and she realized that she was acting crazy and jealous, so she went to our girl Miss Bo and she said, you know what, I want to be with you, I want you, I want us to be exclusive only to each other. So yeah, that's what that was. Bo and Gigi are now together exclusively. Belinda did pop up into the picture. She did buy us a drink when we were with our sister. So Belinda, has been popping in and out because she is supposed to be another love interest. But our girl Miss Gigi and our girl Bo have decided to make it official with each other. So let's just go ahead and jump into this episode and see what is the tea, guys. The first few weeks of a relationship are idyllic. A blur of days spent in bed laughing about who knows what, getting to know their bodies so well you could sketch the constellations of their freckles, and sharing your mind as you open yourself up one tiny piece at a time. For Bo and I, those days blurred together until over a month had passed, but we were still fully immersed in the honeymoon phase. I found a new house in North London, and Bo had hardly left since I had moved in. What about this one? Which one? Which tattoo would you like Bo to tell you about? The manta ray, the wolf, or the butterfly? I'm curious in the wolf. This one right here, the wolf. All right. So that was North Dakota, I think. I was in the mountains, and I've been staying with a group of people who were working out there. Oh, I forgot you had dual citizenship, don't you? Yeah. So we were living in this very rough and ready lifestyle in the woods. And one night we were driving back from somewhere and we saw this dog on the side of the road. Looked like it had been hit by a car, so we slowed the truck and got out. It wasn't a dog, it was a wolf. What? Yeah, she was beautiful, massive. And it turns out she hadn't been hit, she was just laying by the side of the road. We got close and she turned to growl at us. So we scrabbled, got back in the truck, but she lay down again. Really weird behavior. And then my mate Will was like, what's she looking at? And then we realized that there was a hole next to her, like a steep ditch. Her baby had fallen into the ditch. What did you do? We basically drove the truck at her with the lights on, and I jumped out. She ran away for only a second, but it was long enough for me to reach in, grab the little guy. I threw him towards her and ran back to the truck before she could take my arm off. As soon as she saw the baby, she stopped and looked at us. Her eyes reflected the light of our truck. She dipped her head to me. It was a sign of respect as she picked up her baby and walked away. Wow. Yeah, it's a pretty wild time. Next day, I wasn't sure if it was real or not. I love hearing all the stories. I know you do. It's still funny that you've been a lot of places I have, yet you've never really discovered them. I was there on business or with dickhead ex-girlfriends. I wasn't there to really explore. We did generic bullshit. Well, generic bullshit is certainly not what you signed up for when you became my girlfriend. She pulled me close for a kiss, and I moved it down her jaw onto her neck until my tongue was tracing the outline of her tattoo. That is extremely sensitive, you know. I know. Devil woman, we have work. I know. I can't be late or my boss will kill me. She sounds like a bitch. I've had worse. Damn straight you have. Our kiss deepened before she pushed me away and got out of the bed. What are you doing? Looking for underwear. I see that, but why? Just come back to bed. Not today, Satan. Some of us can't be late. I huffed and sulked, but she paid me no attention as she continued rummaging through her overnight bag. You know, if you just moved in, then all your underwear would be here and you wouldn't have to scramble and try to find things. Yes, beautiful temptress, but as I explained 100 times, if I move in, you become my landlord. And I'm not sure I can handle you being my boss and my landlord. Being in charge of every aspect of my life seems like overkill. I wouldn't be your landlord. I can't live here rent-free. You're paying rent on a place you hardly ever visit? Not true. When's the last time you were there? 4 days ago. To get clothes, you were in and out in 3 minutes or less. I wasn't aware you were timing me. Be grateful that it's only Guinevere who gets my in and out in 3 minutes or less treatment. I have to save myself for one demanding guest boss. Oh, you do? She's such a chore. Keeping this relationship secret is turning into this huge, deep, dark elephant in the room. Ha ha ha. You know we can't go public. Not yet, anyway. Not yet, not yet. You know what the situation is like with my father? I just need to present this proposal to him and the board next week. And then everything will be fine. Where is Bo? What happened to Bo? Where is she? What if they reject it? They won't. I've worked too damn hard for this company, and they can't just unseat me like that. I know how hard you work, and they know it too. But from my experience, the board doesn't give a shit how hard you work. They want the results that fit their agenda. And it will. I know it will. Guess all I'm trying to say is you don't need this company. They need you. If they don't see that, then it's their own damn fault. You weren't made by Huntingtons. You made Huntingtons. Don't let it break you. Must be so serious. I haven't even had my coffee yet. I'm not your intern anymore. You can get your own damn coffee. Whoa, Miss Hartley. That was brutal. Oh, you haven't seen me brutal yet. Perhaps you could get back in bed and show me? Nice try. I like how she comes into frame after I'm showering. I can alone. You should focus on making sure you have everything ready for this weekend. Have you even packed? No. Perhaps instead of trying to seduce me, you should plan on what you're bringing. I don't want to plan it because then I have to say we're going camping. I can't believe I allowed you to do this. I hate camping. Stop being such a little baby. Seriously though, camping? Seriously, you better be nice to me. We're gonna be putting up your own tent. I can put a tent up. You can? How hard can it be? We'll see. Now get ready. Gigi trying to be all up in the bed, touching and feeling and what, and Bo's like, girl, we got bills to pay. The lights ain't gonna stay on because you want to stay in the bed all day. Are you getting in my car? No, I'll take the tube. But then you have to leave now. I know. It seems silly to take the tube when my car is going to be there in half an... Yes, but we can't risk getting caught now, can we? Now we're about to spend a weekend together in close proximity pretending to be just colleagues. Wouldn't that lead to some awkward questions in the meeting this morning, Miss Huntington? Fine. Bugger off. You're beautiful. I know. Resentment. At this point, I wasn't sure how much was real and how much was my own paranoia. 1 month of officially being together, and yet we weren't official. We were secret. I know she wanted to let people know, but I just couldn't. I needed to make sure my own career was on track before I potentially derail hers. Although she had said time and time again she would just quit, I wouldn't allow it. I am Gigi Huntington. I won't settle. Period. I got queen and all that. I will have my cake and eat it too. What use is the cake if you can't eat it? Period. Let's look at the outfits. I do like the green. I do like the dress. We'll go with the green. This is quite cute. Absolutely not. I don't know why I did that, like, it doesn't change anything. Later that morning, Good morning, team. I hope we all are as excited as I am for this weekend. As soon as we go over the main points of the meeting, I will hand over to Hartley so she can fill us in on the specifics and give us our timetable. Kenneth? Thank you, Miss Huntington. Firstly, it was now been 4 weeks since the act of gross misconduct in the copy room. They got somebody. They were caught. The culprit still has not come forward, but be warned, new CCTV is now in action. Any repeated performance will be done with extremely swiftly. Isn't that right, Mrs. Huntington? What? Yes, very swiftly. I still think it was someone from the 3rd floor. They're all a bunch of horn dogs, and they work late. And who would be stupid enough to leave a copy if they worked on the floor? Certainly very careless. Or perhaps it was a message. What kind of message is that send? Here's my ass. Eloquent? Thank you. I've had quite enough asses for one morning. Let's move on. The meeting moved swiftly and Bo took over with interiors. I barely heard a word she said as I cringed internally at the fact that the entire office had seen my behind. Oh, because if you guys don't remember when they were doing whatever in the copy room, it was making copies while she was sitting on it. Luckily, the shock factor had worn off, and the only person that would have recognized the rear as mine was the person who put me in that position. So for now, we were safe. But yet, this was yet another reason why I did not want to come clean with that relationship just yet. Mrs. Huntington? Sorry. I was just wondering if you had any further to add. No, that's fine. Thank you. Dismissed. Could I possibly have a word about the carpool situation for tomorrow? Yeah, but I have to get back to my office. I'm expecting a call. Meet me in 10. Yes, Mrs. Huntington. As I anxiously awaited the call from my father to confirm my board meeting, I felt nerves twisting my stomach. For fuck's sake, 10 minutes my ass. Enter Bo. I said 10 minutes. Whitney? Gigi. What the hell are you? Before you bite my head off, I don't have flowers or chocolates or invitations. I got your message loud and clear the last time you had Kenneth send them back and set them aside. A light. I think that's a light, my bad. Then what do you want? I have a message from your father. Excuse me? You have a meeting set up with the board for Monday morning, right? What business of that is yours? I just wanted to let you know that you'll have at least one friendly face there. What? Oh, did your dad not tell you? I'm gonna be there too. I have a proposal for a buyout of Huntington's that I think they will find quite appealing, especially considering your last quarter. Stunned. I was stunned. I saw her face light up with the victory as I struggled for words. Get out! How rude. You think by now you realize, Gigi, I am and always have been on your side. Huntington's is going to the dogs. You need this or you'll be bankrupt within a year. But of course, darling, this isn't personal. It's just business. And if I can use my influence to save you, then why wouldn't I? I don't need your influence. I don't need your anything. I just need you to back off out of my life, my family, and my business. Don't burn your bridges, darling. I'm not your darling. Mrs. Huntington, is everything okay? Ugh, you again. Intern, you have a wonderful habit of interrupting. Get out of here. With all due respect, Miss Stone, I take my orders from Mrs. Huntington, not you. With no respect due, girl, I would learn to respect those above you, especially if they could one day be the person giving orders to your boss. Get out, Whitney. You can say whatever you want to me, but threatening my staff, and I will have you escorted by security. Not your staff for now. I would start looking for other jobs if I were you. What was your name again? Hartley. You're not long for this company. If remaining in this company requires me spending time in your company, then I don't think I have much to mourn. The retort hit like a whip and Whitney looked stunned. I giggled at the gaping codfish expression as Bo strided around to her side. I think Bo has said it all very suddenly. Goodbye, Whitney. This isn't over. I'll see you on Monday. She straightened her skirt before stepping out and slamming the door. What the hell was that? So I told Bo everything, the threats, the new situation on Monday, how Whitney could supplant me with my father's approval, how everything I had worked for could be for nothing. Gigi, she ran her hand through her hair, inhaling as she looked me over. You can't let her shake you. But what if she's right? What if my father would rather hand everything over to her? If your father can appreciate everything you've done for this company and all you continue to do, then fuck him. If you would rather put Whitney Stone in your seat, then he doesn't deserve you. Whitney brings financial security. No, Whitney brings finances. Nobody said that it would be secure, especially without you at the helm. You can throw as much money as you want at problems without proper leadership. They're just trying to bail out a sinking ship with a spoon. How do you do that? What? I always know exactly what to say. That's a gift. I'm extremely gifted as well as beautiful. You're welcome. Shut up. I pulled her close for a hug as she inhaled deeply into the top of my head, nuzzling closely. Ahem! Not interrupting, am I? Hey, Kenneth! Girl, I told y'all Kenneth was gonna find it one day. This might be the episode, girl. Kenneth knows. Kenneth knows. Anywho, y'all, that's all that I have for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye.